Yeah, we go up. Chasing this money, it give me a rush. I am the shit and I still can't be flushed. Still in the six and I still can't be touched. Craving rap bitches, eat them up for lunch. Moving that white like the Brady Bunch. They think that I'm soft until I make it crunch. Yeah, they think that I'm soft until I make it. I load up the chopper, might light your whole block up. If you feeling froggy, then leave.
Yeah, my creators, what's going on? You already know when the high go. It's another edition of Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for? Culture, urban, technology, and sports, my creators. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. This is episode 112, my creators. No, actually, 112. Yeah, episode 112. Oh, there's a lot of episodes, my creators. Yes, we're here. Also, too, this is a Groover exclusive, as you know, my creators, as I've been saying it for a very, very long time, since the beginning of March 2022. I am a professional music reviewer on Groover. So if you are a music artist and you have tracks you want the Groover Sprayer, the social dream himself, to listen to, you hit me up on groover.co. You find my name, Remo Marak, and bam, I review your music. So nonetheless, this is why we have said guest in the building. You listen to his music. Music was great electronic and house music. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, as I became an A&R 2 years ago, definitely have opened my ears, and my mind too as well. It takes ear and mind when it comes to music. Definitely listening to other music as well from other places, and definitely for this artist, you know what I'm saying? Definitely his music caught my attention. Nonetheless, I am speaking with Lars, aka Sub Caesar. What's good, my man?
Hey Kareem, what's up?
What's going on, man?
My end here.
Yeah, man. How you doing, man? How's everything?
Well, pretty warm at the moment here I'm in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And yeah, we have a heat wave.
Oh,
not really used to getting temperatures this high in summer for
right.
multiple days in a row. So and I'm in the top of my building where my studio is, and here it's extra hot, even though it's evening.
Oh wow, my God, yes, yo! Shout out to the Netherlands, man. I definitely got to find time to go visit over there. I haven't done it ever. I want to do it before I get married, and then I can't never ever go travel. But then again, I'll find a way to travel, right? But nonetheless, man, let's really get into it, man. As I let the creators know, I definitely was checking your music on Groover. Definitely you submitted it, and then your music came up on my profile, and I'm not gonna lie, man. Really love what I heard, man. Like definitely the tune, the flow, and everything of that magnitude. Take us into how important it's been for you, and how things have gone for you since joining Groover, and what do you feel you want to tell other future artists about using the platform?
I've been using Groover for I think like 2 years, which is about the amount of time that I'm releasing music at all.
Right.
And to be honest, I think this is the first track that I'm really seeing some good results on Groover. And I think this goes to the quality of the curators and other professionals on Groover. You can see, they have their standards, and they start noticing you once your tracks get a little bit better. And yeah, that's a message to all creators. don't start putting out stuff too soon while you're not really that ready. So yes, and for this track, Groover has been really good. Well, you picked me up, but also a lot of curators, and I got a lot of even though if people are not putting them on your playlist, you can see their feedback on your track, and they'll let you know if the track is not, if it's not there. And so recently I'm getting more feedback like, we really like this track, but it's not for the playlist because we have a certain vibe or whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about Groover at the moment.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. My creators, as he's trying to tell you, man, on Groover, it's definitely don't go into a thing and it's a hit or miss type of situation. It's really a platform that really helps you with your music to really perfect it and even get better with the tracks. Because us as the curators, we give you our best and honest assessment and insight of what we're listening to, and then also on top of that, you're also connected to the world. So I'm not gonna lie, ever since I became a pro music reviewer and curator, I've been telling people to stop hitting me on Instagram, on DMs, and sending me music, because honestly, it's just not doing any justice. You know what I'm saying? I feel here with Groover, or even platforms that are like Groover, you know what I'm saying? That's really the where to go, because look, you're getting connected to other people in the world. I mean, not saying on Instagram you don't get connected to other people in the world, but you're getting more connected to music people that can help you out with your music.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, the level of people on those platforms is just higher, and also I think that the platform sort of, you know, demands them to act in a certain way. And there's really not a lot of platforms out there that do this. There's only the other one. None of them am I allowed to mention it, but you know, they have more a comparable setup with really professional. No, I shouldn't say professional, but you know, curators that are, you know, seriously into music and will give you the feedback. And I see a lot of curators that, you know, say, you know, DM me on Instagram, or there are so many other channels that are actually really small, and they don't get that community feeling going. They don't get that flow going. And these are the platforms that you feel there's more behind it. There's more power behind it and more serious people behind it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. And you know, and definitely what you like, take us into like so far with your 2-year journey. Like, what do you feel have been the highs and lows thus far? I mean, you definitely mentioned one of the highs with being with Groove, but also take us into your other highs and also your other lows that's been happening with your journey.
Well, since it's not been that long, you know, it starts out with the lows. After finishing my first tracks, like maybe that was 3 or 4 years back, that I first learned to actually finish tracks, and 2 years back I thought was let's get one out, and then of course, you know, your dreams and your hopes are that it will be listened to by thousands, 100,000, millions of people, and this is just not going to happen with your first track.
Okay,
it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, man.
And,
yeah.
And that's really okay, because then you pick yourself up and you think like, why was I enthusiastic about this track? And when I look what's happening, nothing's happening. And this is where these platforms come in. You get some pretty honest feedback, and you start to listen to yourself more critically, and start to compare more critically the records that you like to your own product, and see where is the difference. And that process of focusing on what really makes a difference, and how a good track is structured and shaped and produced, that focus really helps you. And it just takes a lot of time to get your mind around that. And so when you're talking about highs, I think that now each time I look back on a track, I can at least hear that, you know, it is improving. And this is the thing that keeps me going, you know, when I see it's improving, because then I know my process is working, of listening critically, not being satisfied. I'm not satisfied with my tracks. I'm not satisfied, but I try to listen, you know, what could be better, and take that into the next track.
Yeah,
that is really what I've been doing the last two years. Just listen critically and develop the ears and the mindset to pick out the important things in the track and work that into your process.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. And also too, I also want my creatives to understand, man, as he's mentioning to you, it just takes time, man. Like, yes, we have technology that's today, social media that's today. It definitely builds up the instant gratification for many, but yo, it takes time, man. It takes trial and tribulation. It takes footwork, it takes effort. Also, too, business-wise, it takes a lot of paperwork to patent and also copyright, and also have licensing on your music. So that's my next question to you. Do you have any music on BMI or ASCAP? And if you do, how do you feel it was important for you to put it on those licensing platforms?
No, I'm sorry. I don't even know what those are. So I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have any
All right. No, no.
yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine. I mean, hey, I mean, no, it's so definitely BMI and ASCAP, they're like licensing platforms that help you earn royalties on your music. You know what I'm saying? For the publishing on your music.
Yeah, I think you know what you're saying, and we have a similar thing here in the Netherlands, and I looked into it, and honestly, the cost, I don't know how it's in the States, but the cost in the Netherlands of joining them is higher than currently what I get from streams, which
Okay.
is next to nothing. So I'm thinking, that really kind of investment and kind of way of going about I'm just not there yet.
Okay.
So you talked about things taking time. I have put my mind away from trying to earn or be back. This will come when your music is ready, and the only thing you need to focus on is getting it there and making your tracks better and better and better with each step, with each release that you do. I think that's the only way, and you will know, and you will notice when the amount of attention is getting so much bigger and your streams are so much bigger that it gets interesting to go to the platforms like you mentioned, because then it gets really important to also get the earnings from that. But before you start looking into that and waste time on stuff like that, on all the business side, your music has to be there first. And I think I talk to a lot of producers on Groover and also on SubmitHub and other platforms. We listen to each other's music, give each other feedback, and you talked about instant gratification. There's so many people that expect when they put a track out that the critics will be raving at once and it's going to be fantastic. That's just not true. It has to grow, and unless you're really brilliant, unless your name is Harry Styles. I don't know, maybe it took him also a long time to get there. But unless you're really brilliant, it's going to take just time.
Right. And then also too, take us into like, your process or your daily process of being a producer as well as being an artist. Take us into like how much time does it take for you to like really set in to put a beat together, or even for a set or a recording set? Like, take us into that.
Oh yeah. So the process that I start to develop is to always, to not sit behind my computer unless I have an idea or a clear intention of something that I'm working on, to improve it. So at first I used to, just start behind the computer and start messing about and trying stuff. And not that I never do that now anymore, but now I try to work from at least an initial idea that I feel enthusiastic about, that have energy. If you don't have that, the amount of time you can waste experimenting can become really big. And I don't have that much time because I have a daytime job. I have 2 kids, so I have to do it all in just a couple of hours a week. So when I'm in my studio, I have to be really focused on an idea. It takes me between 50 and 100 hours to finish a track. And when I say finish, it's all the way up to mastering. Of that time, I think I've managed now to be, I think half of that is actually the mixing and the mastering, maybe a little bit more. So the creative part of putting structure and all the elements and sounds in place is getting, it's actually getting smaller. The last year I've noticed I'm going quicker into the creative stuff and putting more time in getting the mix and the mastering right. I wish I didn't have to do that, but getting the mix right is super hard.
Right.
And I'm not in a place that I can, give it to someone else to do that, because you will have to find a good professional who ask real money. And for me at the moment, I'm not there. I want to do it myself to understand the whole process. So the creative part of it is actually the most important, but it's also the one that you have to go through really quickly, because if it takes too long, if I take too long trying this and trying that and throwing the whole track around, and you're gonna get fed up with your track. I see it as like going into a tunnel, really long tunnel. And if I take too long, the tunnel is gonna close before I finish, and then I will not finish the track. I think lots of creators have, you know, heaps of ideas that they haven't finished, lying on their hard disk. And I tried to decide now very early of an idea if I'm gonna, you know, put in those 50 to 100 hours, or just gonna leave them for, you know, another day or maybe never. So yeah, that's a little bit of the things I'm struggling now to get straight. Also, in creating, it's it's important not to be behind your computer all the time. I think that my best ideas are, you know, when I'm on my bike or walking or standing in the shower or doing something else, which which keeps surprising me. And I think it has something to do with how your head works. If you're behind maybe it's different if you work with real instruments. That could be different. I'm behind a computer, lots of plugins, I'm sure you know it, lots of technical stuff, and then your mind switches into analytical, logical mode, starts analyzing what's happening, you start fiddling the technical side of stuff. That is good for the second part of the process, which is the mixing and the mastering. That's when you do that with your, I don't know which half of the brain it is, but I think it's one part of your brain that is really good at that. But then you have the track already there. And I now believe that that creative part is sort of a little bit maybe suppressed when you're in your technical environment, and is freer when you're away from your computer. So even when I'm here doing the creative thing, I walk through the house a lot. If I'm stuck in a loop, you know, I'm go out to shopping or to do something to get my head free. And usually it's the moment that I walk down the stairs that plop, the loop that I'm in opens up and a new idea, you know, gets free. So
yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But nonetheless, man, I definitely want to thank you for letting me talk to you and definitely having this time with you and everything like that. But I want you to reach out to my creatives right now. Let them know where to follow you at.
Oh, I should have prepared that. Of course, you can follow me on Spotify. Can I put it in the chat or put a bar?
Oh no! If you or just you know, just let everybody know. Definitely Spotify. Your Instagram. I got you right here.
Yeah, it's at sub-CIG.
Yes.
Sub-CIG with sub-C is our Instagram.
Yes, as sub-CIG, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely follow him there. And as well as my creatives, you could look out for his track. You know, do you like Our Owl? Definitely it's out and it's running right now. And then definitely follow him on Spotify. Let him know what's up. And then also too, you know, be on the lookout for his latest EP and albums coming out. You heard? You already know what it is. It's another edition of Cuts, Culture, Urban, and Technology and Sports. This is episode 112, my creators, episode 112. You know what I'm saying? You know where to follow me at, my creators, at Remo Marak _ on Instagram. Also follow the podcast Instagram, C.U.T.S _, as well as on Twitter. Follow me at Remo Marak. Go to the website remomarak.com. And also if you want to be a guest, go to cutspodcast1@gmail.com, and as well as go to the cutspodcast.shop. Get the merch. The merch is out. We're going to have new pieces and new items for the merch as well. And once again, like I said, this is episode 112 of Cuts. You go, the Cuts stand for Culture, Urban, Technology, and Sports. You know how this goes, my creatives. You know, that's PTC. That's pound that chest. Hands over the eyes. It's the 2 up. Come on. man. You already know what it is, man. Peace. Hey, my creators, what's going on, man? You know what it is, man. This is Neighborhood Ruger Sprayer, Remo Marac. Nonetheless, man, you just listened to another episode of CUTS. You know what the CUTS stand for? Culture, urban, technology, and sports. Nonetheless, my creators, if you want more, if you want more episodes, if you want to give feedback, hey, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, hit the email cutspodcast1@gmail.com, as well as the Instagram. Hit the Instagram up at C.U.T.S_. Hey, even if you want to get on my personal Instagram, you know what it is, man. Hit me up at Remo Marac_ on Instagram, as well as on Twitter at Remo Marac. Also, too, if you want to go to my website, hit my website up, remomarac.com. And also, too, music creatives. You want to send me your music? Send me your music. I'll give you a great feedback. Also on groover.com. You know what's up. You know what it is. The hashtag PTC. That's pound that chest. Come on, man. Let's get it. Let's go.